What would accession to the EU mean for the Turkish economy?
Well, a lot. A lot. But for a variety of different reasons. So, think of two economic blocks. One is the Russian free economic zone. Nobody thinks, Armenia or, Belarus being part of that is going to be revolutionary for those countries. The other one is the European Union, where, we have witnessed Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Czech Republic, Slovakia, their accession have been absolutely transformative for these economies. What's the difference? The difference is that in the latter case, that was an impetus for economic and political institutional reform. It was the carrot of European accession that made all of these countries get their political system much more democratic, and firmly so, with the supporting institutions, free media, civil rights, civil society, and their economic institutions in order, harmonize the laws, open up the regulations in the right way, to reform the judiciary system, and so on. And that was really the transformative aspect of it. I think the right deal for Turkey would be equally transformative, mostly not because of access to the European market, that's important, but mostly because it will help anchor Turkish institutions in a way that nothing else has been able to. And that's what we sort of witnessed in the early 2000s. I didn't get into the details of what were the sort of factors that made all of the institutional reforms. I mentioned the World Bank and the IMF, but actually the EU accession process was an equally powerful factor. IMF and the World Bank pressure after the financial crisis helped with the economic institutions. But the political and the judiciary system started its reform, especially because of the EU accession
Do you
platform.
think AKP has lost, or Erdogan in particular, has lost interest in Europe? In joining the EU, I should say more specifically?
I think, yes. Early on, one important factor for the AKP was that they wanted to do anything that would weaken the military. And the military was against the European accession, especially on the terms that were on offer, because it had, rights for the Kurdish minority, reduced role of the military, judiciary independence, free media, and so on. And the AKP viewed, the Turkish EU relations as a bulwark against military sort of interference. But when it itself became the unrivaled power, then many of the things that the EU wanted started appearing as constraints on its power. So I think there was a mutual falling out. It must be said, Europe did not handle it very well and pushed Turkey away. Not that I disagree with Europe's concerns at the time, especially on human rights and speed of reforms and so on and so forth, but it was definitely badly handled, especially, big shifts in France and Germany in public opinion that was sort of very badly felt in Turkey. But all of those things made Erdogan turn away from the deal that was on offer right now. Right then. Right now, they're seeking a new deal, but the question is, the devil's in the detail.
Dr. Acemoglu, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.